Growers have many questions about dicamba as a restricted use pesticide. NTV's Dren Kamba talked with Nebraska Extension experts for more.
I'm here with Clyde Ogg, and we're at the Nebraska Crop Management Conference, and he is with Nebraska Extension. And Clyde, what will you be talking about?
Yeah, I'm going to be focusing on the legal end of things, as well as the record keeping that's required for pesticide applicators when they use one of the three new restricted use pesticide labels for the active ingredient dicamba, which is a herbicide.
And dicamba seems to be the hot topic this year. What questions are people asking you?
Yeah, their main questions are just like, how do I get the training? And of course, this is one of the opportunities for that right here. How long does it last? And actually, it's only going to be for 1 year because these labels are set to expire at the end of 2018. Then they want to have a whole range of questions about the record-keeping requirements, which is what's so totally different about these now. We have 20 different record-keeping points that have to be covered rather than the traditional 9. So a lot of detailed questions.
So it's pretty difficult, and what answers will you kind of be giving to these?
Yeah, I suppose the biggest thing is just to be sure to be detail-oriented in the way you fill in those records. Offer more information is better than less, and just follow those labeled instructions strictly.
All right, and what can people do moving forward with this?
Yeah, we just ask people to be familiar with those labels, realize that the regulations are new, and follow those carefully. If we don't follow them carefully, we run the risk of another bad year for drift and injury to other susceptible plants, and then you run the risk of EPA pulling the products off the market.
And if people do want more information, if they can't attend this conference, where can they find that?
The best would be to go to the PestEd website, pested.unl.edu.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much, and we will send it back to you.
Now, some details on dicamba. We talked with Bob Klein, Western Nebraska crop specialist for the university. He says management is key to avoid drift and volatility because we don't want to damage specialty crops, trees, and lawns. Unfortunately, herbicide-resistant weeds are getting worse. Over-reliance on glyphosate, a big factor. And while no-till has been good for soil, it takes tillage away as a tool for weed control. So dicamba has been an important tool and has to be used carefully.
Of course, one of those things is not spraying during inversions, and the new regulations have you can't spray before sunrise, and you have to quit before sunset. So that's one of the things that can really help staying away from inversions. We also recommend spraying at lower temperatures and so forth. We want to watch those wind directions. And then if you're applying it on soybeans like under a center pivot, after 24 hours, consider starting that irrigation system and putting on 1/10 of an inch or more water, and then you greatly reduce that volatility problem by the application of the irrigation water. Or rainfall can do the same thing, but we never know when we're going to get rainfall.
The city of Holdridge hopes to expand, and a food processing facility could be part of those plans. NTV's Sydney Edwards has more.
This cornfield behind me will be the new Iron Horse Business and Industry Park. Located just off Highway 23, west of the Allman Brothers Manufacturing, is 134 acres of open land. This land was acquired around 2012, but the site is still in its early phases. Ron says a study was conducted to identify the types of businesses that Iron Horse is targeting.
In particular, we think that food processing is very well suited for our area because of all the natural resources that we have available to us here. We'd like to be able to convert commodities into more valuable products before they leave Phelps County, before they leave Nebraska.
Later, how farmers in Wind River are connecting with school kids. Weather is up next.